Hello, everybody. My name is Shooter101. You all know this. I am on my laptop currently. I'm not streaming, obviously. I'm recording this video. This laptop is really old. I also don't have the best internet right now, so I am sorry for any bad quality. As you can see, this webcam is not my webcam. Well, it is my webcam, but it's not the one I use. I have to be a little bit quiet. This is my closet right here. So yeah, I have a summer job. Let's not forget about the quiet part. I have a summer job, and basically my window is always open because it is hot here. It is very, very hot, and I work outside all day. Well, shooter, if it's hot, why are you wearing a sweater? It is the coldest day here at 26 degrees, and it feels cold. So yeah, I'm wearing a sweater because 26 feels cold. The only reason why it doesn't anymore is because I'm actually in the hottest room in the house because of my laptop. So, with that being said, hi everyone. If you're wondering what happened because I'm no longer streaming, I'm no longer doing recording, I'm in BC. I have taken up a summer job, and basically my only days off are on the weekend, and then some days where they don't need me on site. Very rarely. It's only happened twice so far in my 2 weeks of being here. So 7 days, 14 days. Well, technically 10 days, and only two of them have been spent at home. Technically, today I was supposed to be working, but my boss is not feeling so great, so we can't work because for a couple of reasons. One, if you're sick right now, you technically have to stay home. If you're not feeling great, you have to stay home. And two, in our line of work, if you're not feeling great and you need to do a lot of labor, like physical labor, not the greatest. So, yeah. Other than that, I will be back in 3 weeks, roughly 3 week, 2 to 3 weeks, I think is where we're at. Because my third week is coming up now. I'm getting my first paycheck when I handed my forms, and basically life is going good. It's a lot of labor, like it's a lot of physical labor. It's a lot of intense work. And I think where did I put my water bottle? Oh no, is that my water? No, this is my water. Okay, so I carry around every day. I carry around. This used to be Powerade, by the way. We drink a lot of Powerade here. Um, I'm not kidding. So basically, I have four bottles with 591 milliliters, not of Powerade. Some of them are legitimate water bottles, and one of them's a 1 liter water bottle in itself. So I'm carrying around 3 liters of water in my backpack at all times. That is 1 gallon, and every day they come back empty. One, because it's hot. Two, because I drink a lot on the work site. Even if it's not hot, I still drink quite a lot of water. And three, I keep it cold, even though it's in a black backpack, and often in the sun. The metal container, which is my bottle, actually that gets left in the shade because it will heat up to intense degrees, and then the water is no longer refreshing. Give me 1 second. Also, these are not rinsed. So it still tastes like there's Powerade in here, even though there's not. Um, anyway. So yeah, we drink a lot of Powerade. We drink a lot of quote unquote Gatorade. It's off brand Gatorade. So we drink a lot of Gatorade or energy drinks in general. We eat a lot of food, and by a lot of food, I mean every day that I like the day. So Sunday, my meals here's my diet. While working here, and I'm losing weight with this diet because I'm working so much. In the morning, it's like a bowl of cereal or two slices of bread with peanut butter on it. In the lunchtime, it's a container of noodles or pasta and maybe a banana or a chocolate chip muffin or something, or even sometimes both, depending on how labor intensive the day is. 3 liters of water. Sometimes they get refilled because sometimes, like, if, and I'm talking 3 liters of water, that is the least amount of liquid that we take in a day, or I do anyway. With on top of that, I typically have like 1 to 2 Powerades throughout the day. I have a 6 to 7 hour day, and you're kind of probably wondering how that's possible when it's super hot outside and you are working every hour pretty much, like you're working constantly, you're never stopping working, especially if you're working on like at a height. You get dehydrated really quickly. Your electrolytes kind of die out, so therefore, especially in the heat, we need hydration, and that's where the lots of water comes in handy, and the Powerade. Basically, we're not allowed. Technically, we should not be drinking only water because you can get bloated. And if you guys don't know what water bloating, if you don't know what water bloating is, it's not fun. It hurts when you're doing a lot of workout. You get cramps. You get tired really quickly because you're basically full, but you're not actually full on nutrients. You're full on water, which some people say is a good thing. To us, it's not because we still need nutrients, and if we can't get them because we're full of water, because I'm carrying around a gallon of water. Theoretically, it does wear off. I don't just like chug water bottles. I like take sips because otherwise it won't go good for me. But yeah, so yeah, lots of water drinking, lots of Powerade, and we have snacks on some of the work sites we work on. And it's mostly just like cookies that we'll eat throughout. Basically, whenever we need energy and it's not lunch and we need to chow something down extremely quickly, yeah, we'll take a cookie, we'll eat it while we're working, and then we'll continue going. Not the healthiest, but it's also not the least healthy thing in the world. Least, yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Every day, super hot. So we come back really sweaty. I come back really sweaty. Um, Update. So before I came here, I was actually pretty scared of heights, and I'm talking like ladder heights. Like I was uncomfortable climbing ladders. Now it's kind of just part of the job. Like the first real, no, second day I was here, second or third day I was here, I had to climb up to the roof of the house we're working on, and it has a tall wall, basically meaning it's higher than normal. So you need like engineers to come and make sure it'll be okay and tell you how to actually do it properly without it, falling. Sorry, I'm used to my webcam having reached out here, and this one doesn't. So I'm in I don't know how this webcam works. So can I? I don't like that. Okay, I'll move it back and then I'll just scooch. So yeah. By the way, this is not a wall. This is empty space. So yeah, this is not too tiny, but it's still a pretty small room, and it's full of clothes, but mostly underwear and t-shirts. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm cleaning laundry tomorrow. Doing laundry. I'm doing laundry tomorrow. Anyway, point being, we're drinking a lot of water, and if you get bloated on water, like I said, you get really tired and fatigued really quickly. I got off topic really quickly, and yeah, so we need like salty. We need food basically. Yeah, and then when I get back home, when there's supper, I eat like 2 plates full of like salad and pasta or noodles galore, and then meat as well. And I basically just stuff that down. Not like right away. Like I still eat it normally, like, and slowly, but like yeah, you come back from work one super exhausted and super hungry, so you'll eat a ton of food. But then you eat even more on top of that because you need it to store up for energy tomorrow. Since you're not supposed to eat a heavy breakfast, you're supposed to eat nice and light throughout the whole day. We get 2 breaks, like 2 paid breaks, 15 minutes, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then we get the 30-minute lunch break, which is not paid. Um, Yeah. So getting back to the fear of heights thing, I before I came out here, um, one of our siding things on the roof. I'm not sure what it's called. Says the laborer. One of the siding pieces on the roof came loose, and our ladder was not tall enough to like get up to the roof, but it was tall enough to get underneath the roof. And I did not feel comfortable climbing it. Valid, but for a couple of reasons. One, it did not seem stable, like at all, and okay. Reason being is it would like shake a lot, and even like with someone holding it, it would shake a ton, and even with the like things down to the ground properly, yeah, it didn't feel safe. So we had to get another person to come onto the thing, and he hammered it in. Yeah, and we just handed stuff to him. I handed stuff to him, and yeah, so that wasn't too bad. For those of you who don't know, I've worked two official jobs that aren't Twitch. Technically, I do work for Twitch. I am an employee there. Technically, they're supposed to give me my first paycheck, but they haven't yet. Um, oh no, sorry, no. They have different paydays. So anyway, I get paid twice a month as well. But um, oh right, so basically the way that one of these things the way that so yeah, they had to hammer that in, and ever since I've been here, pretty much every day has been on a ladder. The first day was really exciting. I got to park a truck, and I've never had to drive ever again. Except for my bike. I have had to drive my bike, but other than that, I have not had to drive a truck or anything to a different location, even though theoretically I could, because I do have my learners, which does mean that I have to have someone else in the car, but whatever. Technically, I can move them short distances, as long as it's not too open. Technically, I'm also not in the right province, but my license applies here too, so that's fine. Um, yeah. Let's see. I've been living here for 2 weeks. Lots of food, by the way. Lots and lots of food. Never a shortage on food or water or anything for that matter. There's not a lot to do out here. I'll point that out. The most entertaining thing about my day is work. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are like, well, you have your laptop. You must play like StarCraft or Minecraft or something. I do. I do. I occasionally pop onto Discord as well and chat. If you guys haven't been keeping track of the Discord, oh boy, it's a mess. Ever since I've been gone, like I'll come on every like 3 days or so, and it's just a mess that I have to deal with, and it god awful. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Alberta. It is not humid in Alberta. And you guys might be thinking, well, if it's humid, you need to drink less water. You need to drink more, believe it or not. Uh, I don't know why, but you need to drink a lot more, even on your days off. I have not drank a lot of water today, and I feel it. I feel really dry and very, very disgusting. I also had a massive sunburn on my whole arm because last Saturday, and yes, it's lasted this long because I'm working outside, so I get like a triple burn. So yeah, you can't see it now. I just look really tan, and I don't, you can't even see that on this webcam. But on the other webcam, you probably could. But basically, my whole arm is peeling, and my whole hand is peeling. Now, this one isn't that bad because I was peeling at this earlier because it looked so satisfying, and I didn't feel it. Yeah, now there's no peel left, but on this one there's tons of peel left, but I'm not peeling on it anymore because it gets uncomfortable around the hairs, so no point. And also it's really weird. But yeah, so I'm tanned pretty well on my arms and also sunburnt at the same. It's real weird, but I don't feel the sunburn, so it's fine. Um, yeah, so I have been playing video games. The only problem is I come back home so exhausted. So basically, I come home, I get upstairs, I get changed into something comfy. Um, I maybe like watch a YouTube video, go to the washroom, go downstairs, eat supper, come upstairs, and I'm done. Like that, I'm done for the day pretty much at that point. So I'll take I'll go to the washroom again, and then I will go to sleep pretty much, or I'll at least go to bed. It's really hard to fall asleep here because pretty much up until midnight, everyone's room, like at least the rooms that me and my buddy are staying in, they're really warm. This one especially because I leave the laptop on, not throughout the day, but like if I turn on the laptop to watch a YouTube video, this room gets really warm really quickly. It feels like a server room because this PC, let me tell you, it produces way too much heat. Um, yeah. And that's my mom texting me, asking me how my day at work was. And I had no work because he wasn't feeling well. And you're not supposed to work. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about my stay here. It's been fun. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I'm back in a town that I grew up in, sort of, partially. Before I lived in a town that's like an hour away from here, and we just went to church here on Sundays, and then we would go to my boss's house actually, pretty much after every Sunday service, and we'd eat there, and they had these massive feasts, and now I understand why. But another thing is that basically, um, living back out here is so nice. Like you get to like look out the window in the morning and you just see the mountains and like I can go biking down the hill like I do to go to work sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And there'll be deer there. There'll be like random animals and yeah, no, it's really there's a ton of wildlife out here and it's so amazing. You don't get that. You don't get back. I don't get that back home. Okay, I went from small city boy to big city man in like no time. From being outside every day and loving the outdoors and not wanting to kill every spider I see or being scared of deer to, oh my god, everything wants to kill me. So I need to stay inside my room and keep safe, kind of thing. But no, like the second I moved out here, like the first day I moved out here, I didn't kill a single goddamn spider. There were so many out here, by the way. I didn't kill a single one. I didn't like. I just ignore most of the stuff that's out here. Animal wise, I think I've seen like 3 deer biking or walking even like while I'm biking or walking. Not like the deer are on bicycles biking and walking and stuff like that. No. I'm the one walking and biking. They're trotting or staring at me like I'm some out of towner. Even the deer knew. No. But yeah, I absolutely love it here. I've gotten to hang out with some old friends here. I actually get to work with 2 of them. I get to work with 2 old friends, and then his dad, one of the guys' dad, who is my boss, who is also a friend, and we're practically family. And yeah, um, work is hard. That's all I'll tell you guys. But I love every minute of it because if you lose motivation, basically everyone here understands that it can be tiring, and that's perfect because having that understanding in a boss is just so amazing, and also the people around you are like really pick you up if you're down, kind of thing. I haven't been down really while I've been here. I've been pretty upbeat and enthusiastic about work. Every morning I get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm a go-getter. I'm like, yeah, let's do this, let's do some work today. And yeah, so it's not too bad. And I mean, if you have the right people to work with, it can be the best thing in the world, or you can have the wrong people to work with and it can be the worst thing in the world. But for me, I have a really awesome boss. He's really understanding. He's strict but fair, and yeah, he seems to be really happy to have the help as well. And like There are some times where I'll catch myself being really slow, so I'll have to be like, I'm getting paid to do this. I need to speed up, and I will, like, pretty much instantaneously. And I mean, sometimes when I get slow and that doesn't work, like getting that mental, like, I'm getting paid to be here. I also really want to see this project get finished. If that doesn't work, then I go and eat something very minor but has sugar in it. I drink, like, I take a sip of water, and I take another bite, and then I'm back out to work, and like almost instantly I'm ready to go again. So yeah. By the way, I do pack snacks. That's what the muffin and the banana are for. Potassium, really quickly, give you that quick energy boost, and then the muffin for just pure sugar. And also, it tastes good. Win win. And then water, of course. But yeah, so lunches are kind of light. It's just a container of noodles, and sometimes I don't even finish the whole thing because I kind of know where my limits are here. The first day I came here, I drank 5 liters of water. No joke. Basically, I chugged my first one first thing in the morning because I had biked and I didn't realize that it was going to be so much harder than it is back home because back home, one thing, it's flat. Two, it's dry and it's really easy to bike on the roads, surprisingly, for them being worse than they are here. Well, I am right on the sidewalks actually. Oh yeah, so the sidewalks here are god awful to ride your bike on, but since it's allowed, I can drive on the roads, so I do that instead. But following the rule traffic laws of bike is a bit weird to me. But yeah, so God, it's so messed. Yeah, so it's a lot harder here because there's hills and stuff, and like the first day I went to work, I was going up a really steep hill. I hadn't like eaten much. I hadn't drank water in the morning like I do now. So I was going up this steep hill and I stopped on my bike because I could no longer do it. So I walked the bike up, ran a little bit with the bike, got back on the bike, went up another steep hill on the bike still, went around a corner, and I ended up just walking to the house because I was so done. So when I got there, I just chugged a water bottle. Heard them talking about the fact that I was a little bit late, so I like popped in and was like, "I'm here now. Can you show me what to do?" Even though I already knew what to do, like just to because there was no tools or anything outside. So yeah, so that went well. Um, oh man, it's been it's been rough. It's been rough, but I'm loving every minute of it. Um, yeah, the people here are amazing. The friends I have here are amazing. Like really, it's so nice to be out here. Um, so yeah. If you guys have any questions, by the way, about like what I do out here or like what projects I'm working out on while I'm out here, I'm also supposed to take pictures. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen too much because I don't have a lot of time to take pictures. I don't want to take pictures. I have no motivation to take pictures. I get really tired at the end of the day, and then on the weekends, all I want to do is sleep in and eat and go to sleep. And I'll play video games on the weekends, but I get so bored playing video games here. One, not the best internet. Two, not the best laptop. So playing video games is kind of difficult. Three, my mouse is dead. Well, not really, but it's low on battery. It keeps flashing red at me, like being like, "Hey man, I'm dying. Can you give me batteries?" And like, I don't have any right now. So no, I cannot give you batteries. Um, And then yeah, and then I have to do my own laundry, of course, and I do dishes at dinner time, which is not anything abnormal. I do that at home too, or try to do it at home too. Um, Streaming. So late August is when I get back. So that could mean like the week before August ends. That could mean the week August ends. Like it could mean the week before or the week of the ending of August is what it could mean. So that's why I say 2 to 3 weeks. I'll be back home. Actually, I'm not actually sure if that's accurate. hold up. What week are we on right now? This is my third week being here, and I said I had 6 weeks here. So yeah, so I have. Oh wait, no, I might be wrong. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, no, I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah. So two and a half, maybe to 3 weeks. I'll be back. Because yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, no, no, no. I'm wrong. I think 3 to 4 weeks. Sorry, no, I'm still wrong. Yeah, it's two, yeah, 2 full weeks and a half, maybe 2 3 weeks. I will be here still. So yeah, late August I will be leaving back home. And it's really coming up quickly. I also, good news for me, I can go into online schooling. And this is also bad news at the same time because it means I actually have to find a job. Sorry, no, 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 no. School's going to help me with that. I don't want to get a job if I'm entering the program that I'm entering, which I am entering it, so I don't want to find a job because they're going to help me do that. I need to make a resume when I get back, and I also need to ask my current boss if he would be my reference. Um, yeah. But benefit to being out here, I get paid, I get experience, and I get to hang out with people that I only see like once a year, maybe twice if there's that many events going on. But with Corona, um, I don't get to see them, basically. By the way, I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's not necessarily. I think everyone's fed up. I think everyone is wanting to go outside, seeing their best friends again, and just enjoying life. I think that's really the case scenario. And I don't blame them. Honestly, when my dad called me with this job offer, I immediately said yes for one of many reasons. I had many, many reasons for wanting to come out here. One, it got me out of the house. I get to go back to a place I love, and I get to see people that I absolutely admire and respect, like have the most utmost respect for in the world. Um, and that being said, just because I know how hard they work on a day to day basis, and the fact that they all run their own company, minus my old crush from way back in the day, but yeah. So just being out here and being able to see these guys and work with them and like accomplish something. Like I know every time I'm gonna come into town from now on, I'm gonna look at a building and be like, "Hey, I worked there. I did a thing there. Hey, you see that thing there? I did that." So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where like I can go by and actually feel like I did something, like every day on the job. I can look at the overall like thing that we were doing and say, yeah, I did something here today. I made a ton of progress. Or some days when it's really slow, and it happens. I think it's only happened once while I've been here. Um, well, I'll look at the overall thing and be like, yeah, we didn't do too much, we didn't do a lot, but there's still some progress. So it's like either way, we get that kind of win situation going on. So yeah, workout here is really fun. By the way, I recommend trades just because if you like, I think I surprised a couple of people out here because I gave you the advice that you should not take a job based off of money and you should take it off of your enjoyment. And I seem to have gotten some shocked faces for that. So yeah, trades. The reason why I say um, trades are good is because one, without trades, you wouldn't have too many buildings built the way they are, and also you have mechanics, you have welders, stuff like that. So all the metal buildings that are made, the welders worked on those. Like mechanics worked on the cars, and I think even a lot of mechanics have welding experience, and welders also help to make cars. At a certain point in time, they don't now necessarily, not as much anyway, but still, um, like all these things kind of line up, and yeah. So and also not to mention, you're not sitting around in a desk all day, and you're not in like incremental amount of debt, detrimental amount of debt, coming out of schooling, out of trade school, um, which is good if you don't have a lot of money. Um, It's a lot of fun. I mean, like, if you don't want to do it, it's understandable. It's fine. Like, I support people that want to go into trades because I think it's my own opinion. I think it's more important than being a lawyer, for sure. Maybe not necessarily a doctor, but I still think it's up there with those jobs. And I mean, we don't get paid like a little amount of money. We get paid quite a lot. Because of the need for one, and two, the job is not easy and it's not necessarily safe. I work on ladders that are not stable, and we have to hold these power tools that, like, so I use a belt sander, like, yeah, and I have to use it on full speed for maximum efficiency, right? So when I'm holding it like this and I'm facing forward on a ladder, so basically my whole body is turned. Sorry, my desk is small. This area is small. So my body is turned like this, and I'm doing this, and the thing will like push me or pull me back, and basically, so yeah, unstable ladder while doing that. Of course, we do try to make them as stable as possible so that like it doesn't happen that we'll fall over, but it is still unstable sometimes, so we have to be extra careful. I avoid climbing too high on a ladder just in case of that, but there are a lot of cases where I do have to get onto one of the higher rungs just to reach the top of things, to finish them down nicely and to make it look good overall. And if a ladder is especially shaky and I'm not comfortable on it, I will grab a tool that I can use with one hand and then I'll hold on to whatever or like lean on whatever I'm next to and sand. And sometimes you can't do that. Like, for instance, when I was going up to the roof, there's nothing you can lean on. You climb and you don't think about it too much, basically. And like at first, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I looked down, and my brain immediately went into panic mode. Like for the first couple of like first little bit, I was like, "Yeah, this is fine. I can totally do this." And then I looked down, I'm like, oh god, no, I can't do this. And then I like took one step very slowly at a time, and then on the way back down I was just like go 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 go. Even though it was super stable, it was anchored at the top, it was anchored at the bottom, it was even held at the bottom because of how scared I was. So yeah, they wanted to make sure I really didn't hurt myself because, as the guy on top said, he was like, the more nervous you are, the more likely you are to get hurt. He was like, the more likely you are to fall. So he was like, but with the anchor up here plus it being anchored down there, it is the safest ladder you're ever going to climb, ever. So if you fall, it's your own fault. um, but like then he started grasping it from up top, and then my boss grabbed it from down below, and yeah, then I still wasn't comfortable because I'm not used to heights, or I wasn't used to heights, but now I can probably do it no matter what. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal anymore. You get used to it pretty quickly. For those of you who are scared of heights, if you want to lose that fear, go on a ladder that reaches up a pretty much 2-story height wall or building, going up to the roof on a kind of steep angle. Going up to the roof and not being able to use like the rungs to climb. You have to use the sides because you're holding tools and you have zero harnesses on. I have a fear of heights. A lot of people know this about me. I hate heights. I hate the idea of death. It says, you okay, phone? I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but it just like buzzed like an SOS thing. What the hell happened? Oh, I see. Okay, Twitch is going crazy. I see, I see. I get you. I get you. I get you. Um, yeah, anyway. Okay. So yeah, there like basically just go up on a ladder without a harness and carrying tools. So you can't use the rung, you have to use the sides of the ladder. By the way, I have a tool belt. Let me tell you how many times I've had to use it. Absolutely never. Same with the steel toe boots I got. I wore them once on job site. Once. And as soon as I was told there's a slight possibility that I'll need to be climbing ladders, I took them off and changed into my shoes. Why? Because I was advised not to wear steel toes while climbing ladders because it makes it harder and it makes it more uncomfortable. So basically, even like the professionals there, they change into sneakers every time they're about to walk up a ladder. Walk up a ladder. Yeah, and same with scaffolding. You don't want to wear steel toe boots; they can get in the way, and it's heavier, so it's harder to get up. Yeah, but yeah, I've needed to wear them once in my entire stay here. Um, I think this week I actually need them though. I'm like pretty sure I do. Otherwise, I haven't had to use them, and I kind of feel bad because they're really expensive. But when I get back home, like back to Alberta, back to my computer, which I'll probably never play on anymore. I'll probably just be doing work. I have a couple of projects I want to do when I get home. And I mean, if you guys want to see me do work like woodworking, guys, let me know because I'll probably be able to find a ton of stuff to do in my house. Because well, right now there's only one major thing I want to do in my house if we have the money, and it's to fix the platform in our garage. And everyone here seems to agree with me that that is something I should do because now I know how to work with it. So basically, what the plan is for that is I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to see how much wood is rotten or how much wood is reusable. I'm going to sand it down, restain, and if there's any reusable wood, that is. I'm also going to have to, once it's unassembled, like disassembled, I'm going to have to clean up under it, clean the whole area around it, and then also have to get the wood that I need cut, get the right kind of measurements, and make the right kind of foundation. It's not actually a foundation, but the right kind of like base for it so that it stays sturdy and it we don't fall through it. So it's a lot of stuff to work on. But I know how to now. It's not too complicated. So basically, what the plan would be is I would take two pieces of wood and put them on like maybe more than that. It's depending how high it is, I guess. But like I would take two pieces of wood and like make a like square almost just without the two sides, and then I would put bars on top, like if you know what I mean. And then I would put the platform on top, then screw in each individual like line. Then I make the stairs for it. I'd attach the stairs with the rails to the platform itself. Bingo. And that's actually really stable, by the way. That would be like really really stable. One problem is making it so that the platform that I have is screwed or somehow connected to the overall thing. So technically, I could use wood glue, and I know that would work, by the way, because or not wood glue, gorilla glue probably would be better. But one of the two, I could use one of the two, and I know it would work because the stool I have at home is actually made of wood glue. Like the only thing keeping it 100% together right now is wood glue. Yeah, mind you, it's a little bit more structurally sound than what I have planned. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably find a different way of doing it. Probably. We'll see how it goes, though. I just need to make the base, and then need to make the top and bottom kind of work. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you guys want to watch me do that project, I will gladly record it. And then like you guys can establish if you want it on a live stream or if you want it on a time lapse like YouTube video, or if you just want me to record it as a YouTube video and not speed it up or do anything special to it. Basically a live stream. I could basically do a live stream with it. Or I can do a time lapse. It's up to you guys. For anyone who's made it up to this point, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching. I've been at this for 40 minutes. I'm also really sorry for my crappy recording skills. I'm not used to recording with no chat or video game. But there's a lot to talk to about. A lot to talk to you guys about while I'm out here. But yeah, that's as short as I can keep it, by the way. They're I'm not kidding you. It's been 2 weeks, guys. I'm not doing weekly updates because I can't. I just don't have the energy for that. And my work schedule is kind of a bit iffy. The long weekend is coming up next weekend, and my parents are arriving on Friday evening. So that's the plan there. And yes, I have a long weekend. Reason being, it's BC. We have BC Day. If I was in Alberta, it would be a normal weekend. Also, I had a long weekend this weekend. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I thought it was Sunday today because I had yesterday off because today was supposed to be my work day, but that didn't end up happening. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time in like forever. I don't know. I don't know when I'll see you guys next time. Okay. I will see you. If I don't see you in a week or two for an update video, I will see you in 3 weeks when I come back to stream. 3 or 4 weeks. Well, no, I doubt it's gonna be. It's gonna be 3.5 weeks at most, I think. But yeah, I will see you in 3 weeks when I come back, and then I will stream pretty much every single day. Probably. Will it be StarCraft? Probably not, by the way. I doubt it. I think it'll be a lot of Minecraft because I'm missing Minecraft. Like, I really miss Minecraft, and I'm missing a couple of other things as well. And, yeah. Sorry, I was going to say an announcement, but that's private, so I can't do that. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Also, seriously, give me comments on what you want to see. So, like, give me comments about questions that you have about me living here, like anything that you have that you're interested in about what I'm doing out here. Whether or not you want to see a time-lapse stream or just a plain recording of me building the thing back at home when I finally start working on it. Or just like questions in general about how I'm doing or whatever. Yeah, just leave comments down below and I'll get to them. I'll get to them all, believe me. I will literally get to all comments. Yeah, so I really hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys, like I said, in a couple of weeks to more than that. If not next week, maybe. We'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe if I get a day off this week, highly doubtful, but if I get a day off this week, again, oh my god, I would be so sad if I did, because I really need the money. If I get a day off again, yeah, I'll give an update then. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed and see you all later, because I can.